Wake! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! Cool it! Don't push your luck! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite! Cool it! Fascinating.
this an answer from this world?
Freeze! Cool it! Freeze!
Hit!
Cool it!
Go, Barbara, go!
Dodge this! world will be frozen in time. Ah! Freeze!
Go, Barbara, go!
Cool it! What's the hurry? Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! What's the hurry?
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. Huh? There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Dodge this!
Terra Smash!
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? That's... And the statue's hands. Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, but this... And the Grand Thief... Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's... Ah! We can't... Run!
What's the hurry?
You cannot spy on... You have come here. You have... As a herald, I will meet up...
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, did he send you here to die? The Abyss is
What is this power? I've never seen it before. Careful, please don't get coffee.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in.
Cool it!
I see. In that case...
Such a strong enemy. Who knew the... Huh? What is it? Oh, right, yeah.
So, we meet again.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, could it be that you encountered...
Huh?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly... We fought a big battle with that thing.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity with... Come on, we can do it! Whoa!
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Freeze!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this! Freeze!
Come a little closer.
Oh no, I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
Terra Smash!
Let the show begin. Oh.
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Going out is
Yeah. To dust. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll protect us. Hi.
Dodge this. Freeze. Yeah. Cool it.
Let the show begin.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Those abyss mages just now.
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because they seemed to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take. However, they looked disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire. One cannot discover the truth behind it through or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all this.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here.
I'll protect us. Let the show begin.
Come a little closer.
Terra Smash! Maybe I wasn't meant for this world. Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this! Cool it!
I'll protect us. Hi. Hi.
Dodge this!
La 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 la.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Don't be such a brute.
Let's dance.
You're in for a little shock.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
Oh no! I'll protect us.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of...
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago. Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless music. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches.
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the Oh. Speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation... Huh? You have memories of being there.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown...
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within...
It seems your sister woke up first.
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos, and that
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? She said that?
that destruction you witnessed, that's... It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed...
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she...
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really...
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about... But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of... Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was just...
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than... Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented...
A nation?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought death. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss... Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of...
Let's dance.
What's the hurry? Dodge this! Don't push your luck. Freeze! Terra Smash! Dodge this!
Come a little closer.
I have some for you too.
I knew I should have stayed home.
Let the show begin.
Freeze!
Come on, we can do it.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time.
I'll protect us. Oh no!
Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Don't push your luck. What's the coolant?
Let the show begin.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Quick! Cool, don't push your luck. Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this!
Let's dance.
I'll keep this close.
Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this! Quite the find. What's the hurry?
Dane was just saying how they... So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. These ruin guards were known as field tillers by the people.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This...
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding...
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely... They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to various ruins...
That sounds so sad. Yeah, Paimon thinks...
Once you understand more, those details will... But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is...
Frostbite! Cool it! To dust! Terra Smash!
La, 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 la. Let the show begin. Go, Barber!
Freeze! What's... Terra Smash! What?
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Cool it! Oh, so soft. Time to fight back, I suppose. Free! Freeze! What's the hurry?
Let's dance.
Cool it! Frostbite! Freeze! Terra Smash!
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald, but perhaps it really does contain information.
But Paimon can't read the writing.
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to Her Highness the
What?
Loom of Fate, initial the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The key word here is, it seems like they are still launching the operation, or
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So Dane...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to...
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time, will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use...
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, They seek out this lost human civilization quite... The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osial's limbs to construct, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Yes. According to the thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's get moving. A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of... But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though.
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can...
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! And actually, the Animo Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the...
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will... Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, when a non-believer steps onto holy ground, I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any... That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues...
Okay, then we'll just go in our...
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we... Also, meddling in the affairs of the...
What's the hurry?
Honorary Knight. Hi. But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to him...
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an... Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller? Of course you wouldn't know anything about that.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without... Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue. Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues, Pine? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual
The Tyrant's fight?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, There was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mon.
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. Right. Well, perhaps it was something else that caused. Anyway, this incident might not be real.
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters. Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the storm?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among them. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting this? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a movement.
Then I will.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and
But you're also a member of the club.
Right. We'll go.
Oh, but please, everyone, be careful.
I see. This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin?
No, that's not unlike Osile, who was just suppressed. Andreas died. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old... Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Cool it! To dust! Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Cool it! Dodge this!
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies.
Yeah. Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about God. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Even if the god in question is your sworn...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebear, I will tell...
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by this... Well, enough chit-chat. We should get...
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You at the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing?
Oh, Master Chi! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight.
Then your help is greatly appreciated.
The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order... But the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the
Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, Honorary Knight, please go in this god's spirit. He does not okay.
You.
So, you claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly... If you serve us, we...
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the...
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many... Right. Yeah.
Terra Smash! Cool it!
I'll protect us.
Freeze!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. come a little closer.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Surrender and be gentle.
Dodge this! Cool! Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it!
End is nigh.
Dodge! Oh, so sorry. Cool it! Don't push your luck.
Wait!
Freeze!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Cool it! The world will fall! Freeze!
I'll protect us. Ready, steady, go!
Terra Smash!
This moment will be frozen in time.
The world will... The ceremony... How does an old spirit have such... No matter. This is but a small
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. But still...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait. So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lucas Boreas' mind? And now, challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. You smelled...
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon, besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about, too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf Guide. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay... I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Abyssals. I do not know this strange word. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no...
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we... Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt. It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came... But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But
Yes, you were... We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking.
yes, I smell more danger. You too. Also.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
What's the hurry?
Dane, there you are.
I saw her, but purposely avoid. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservation. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss Fort. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out...
Huh? Really?
That information combined with a more For example, the old story... Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really... After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt, and then, whenever anyone got close... Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that a bit... This is it, right? Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? What's...
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype.
Prototype?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of... Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You?
If you wish. But I must... No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of...
What? Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As... well... Good thing we didn't...
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what... Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. I'll make sure it doesn't...
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled
You are just as vexatious as I sense your soul is stained by terrible blood. Oh, and something far than we are the same. We're both dangerous. But danger.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to sight.
Bow before the abyss.
Dodge this!
Let the show begin.
Don't push your luck. Cool it! Freeze!
Annihilate.
Cool it! Freeze!
Abyssal roar.
Don't get frostbite! Dodge this!
Annihilate.
Go, Barbara, go!
Cool it! Freeze!
Decimate. All life will perish.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Go, Barbara, go! Let's dance.
Decimate.
You're in for a little shock.
This man will be frozen.
Let the show begin. Hey, come on, we can do it.
Dodge this. Cool it.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
All life will perish.
Terra Smash!
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this.
Time.
Freeze.
Come a little closer. You're in for... Come a little closer.
Ouchie.
The end. The abyss shall princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just... Your sister?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your sister?
Lumine.
What's going...
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my...
Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't try. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent a curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of the... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some real... At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Oh. First off, that Abyss... It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest-ranking leader. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. What the heck does that mean? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction so that's why your sister said that. But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then what? Also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, then we can't let ourselves get down. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, come on, traveler. Let's go.
Guys, go. Ayun lang pala yung hinihintay. No way. No way, guys.
What's the hurry? Dodge this! What's the... Terra Smash! Cool it! This will be frozen in time. Freeze!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little... You're in for a little shock.
Cool it! Dodge this!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I'll protect us.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. How fortunate. What's the hurry?
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined. Well, keep Paimon believe. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Don't mention it. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the... You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon... Let's see what she...
Sarma pupunta tayo sa Inazuma.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? Is there anything I can...
We wanted to ask how...
Oh, so that...
Great! We came to the...
But the chance of success is...
Incredibly small...
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for... I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached... But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the...
What a horrible journey!
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plan. You should know, and even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire, but if you really are set on going... That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences.
You're right! But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet.
Then there's no time...
How fortunate. Cool it! Ha! 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 Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Ha! 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 Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this!
Come a little closer.
What's the hurt? Cool it! Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Let the show begin. La, 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 la.
Freeze!
You're in for a little shock.
I'll protect us.
come a little closer.
Cool it! What's the... Terra Smash! A reward on the road.
Alam niyo ba guys?
Time to set sail.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would...
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes.
Huh? The fragrance of what now?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to prepare.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash?
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me the Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to show... There are two important rules. 1, Competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around. And with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout.
But we didn't come here to...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particular. Get this. It's a masterless
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to...
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless...
You just want him to take part... What are we gonna do?
Great.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the end.
Sound of the ocean waves.
We're not frozen in place after all. What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, we heard a rule.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit.
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurt. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena.
truly renowned fighters.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash, too? If so, seems I found myself another new...
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champ. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle. No. It's not about what I want. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. Of course, I also put in a few good days prep. I seem to... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get...
Are you here for...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat, but this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us...
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty
famous. He's the founder of the Lingshan clan. And his... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is... He's got to be a grand master or something. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches us... It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize it. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting...
It sure is, but it's extremely...
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have...
There's a tuition?
Of course! This is a grand master...
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint. Recently, though...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too...
Well, we have to try something new.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even be...
See you in the arena!
So, to recap, we're up against...
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I...
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? I have to ask. Aren't... Oh, it's really...
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the right of...
Oh, I wonder... I trust you are aware that, only those... Really? But from what I've heard...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of this. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget...
Whoa!
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too... Okay, that's plenty. Right, your registration is complete. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inaz...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to
But why would anyone want to go... I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance. Well, nobody expected you to sign up. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to be...
Hey, so... Paimon thinks even though you don't have a vision, most people... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy. All right, it's shoot!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite...
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the... So, come on. We all know you've got a...
All right. Let me think. You fought well.
All right, then. You know, a lot... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you...
Huh? But we only just started the
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level...
Huh. To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna... We're finally here, folks. The rip...
The captain... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinal. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your... Very well.
All right, that...
Crux clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game.
Don't worry. Take some time to compose.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
How's this? You're pretty good.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little... If you had a vision, you'd definitely be...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong... But mine, I lost interest eventually. You can't... I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power...
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try...
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often...
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar...
By the way, do you...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I... So don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you. He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge? Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor.
but by the time I got back, I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this.
Oh.
Thanks, I'll do...
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this not from...
He's right. But in my case, I was purely... I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma...
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to wave...
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path, I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such a...
You betcha! Wait a second. We never...
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature all... However, there is only... Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something. Let the show be...
Now that we're alone, let me... You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given... When I talk... Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you.
As crazy as all that sounds...
My humble abilities are negligible to think a human could wield the elements without a... And not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then... Might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy, and even
Aw, it's been a long journey, and many things have happened. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. Now then.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this!
Let's spark things.
Cool it! Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! Ah! With the wind!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat. In other words, as long as you remain please, save your thanks. If the world is a
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own?
I desire to know what meaning and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans. My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway, and visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipient. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the ride and show.
She sounds less like an arch.
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to the time for.
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax. We've seen many exciting battles today. Now, I'd like to He strikes fear into the...
Wow!
I've been waiting. I'm sure everyone... But today's final round, as for our other combatant...
Oh, come on, what could be taking him so...
Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just...
Wait a moment. Something... Captain Beidou, perhaps we should... Traveler, come...
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after.
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all this...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I consent.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
him the prize in the first place?
I heard the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Don't get frostbite. So stupid. Windblade. I'll keep this close.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hugh's way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
You're open!
I got careless. I got careless.
I'll protect us.
Freeze! With the wind!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could act.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from... Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too new. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed...
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought...
Aha! So you were supposed to be...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention... I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow... You, after all I went through to get it? I think not. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing...
Huh? You're not...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged... It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with...
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go...
I never would have guessed you could... If this is where talking gets me, then forget it!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Surrender, your legion.
Let's dance.
Freeze. Just a temporary setback.
No, no! Do what you want, but please!
He has persevered to the bitter end. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you.
No need for that.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, nothing... Yes. I wanted to... From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods, though few tales tell of a masterless vision. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured, come, why don't you give it a try? I see. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story?
The story begins with an old... He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in travel.
Kazuha!
All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for...
Huh? Did Beta leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by... It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her... Captain Beta was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to leave...
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the... In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear...
Huh? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but now...
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now...
Yes, I believe so. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be... In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change...
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all...
Paimon believes you'll find a way...
Thank you. May both our journeys... One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, Travel? Ah, yes. I've heard that now that I think about it, it's...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh...
Seems Beidou is the captain.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the... Until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssos.
Oh.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you in Nar...
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Just following orders. I'll see...
Ad Astra... Ad Astra...
You find all these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. Don't look too... We set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps...
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around... Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some... Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know.
You don't know how long I've been with...
Toma, these two...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these...
With any luck, Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal...
No need to worry.
Good. Then if it's...
Oh, right.
Until next time, Traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what.
Fair seas, Captain Beto.
Now then, first things first. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for pure... My apologies, but I'll have...
Here are their entry papers. For...
What? Ugh, take your...
I just wanted to see what you'd...
I see. Okay.
The Outlander Affairs agents, they only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on retail...
Sheesh. So it is...
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred... As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree and... Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. Now, let's head over to the Outlander. Most of the current rules were put in place. The Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
you've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million.
2 million?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you, but as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too.
That's not how you haggle! By all means!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as advanced. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander and...
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a... After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. I was going to say nothing is set in stone. Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a...
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer's...
I mean, connections come at a high price. No, in fact, there's no real cost as such. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some... Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members recently think the head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk...
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulty.
Yes.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things
But it's not the root cause of our woes. No. Those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo...
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that...
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rates. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snet. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous... But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of... Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon We've tried, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever... Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Carice is the head of the...
Right, and besides...
Okay, well...
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contact. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association, and you're new to Rito, if I remember correctly...
Got it! We're...
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave trade secret, got it? You know what?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, they're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable.
Hey, what's...
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in